This is Mono. What it feels like to be Aaron Smith by Aaron Smith. Though you would never admit it, you're still shocked by pubic hair and diesel ads on Broadway in Houston. And you wonder what conversations led up to a guy posing with his pants unzipped to the forest. Maybe the stylist does it, but somebody had to think, let's show pubic hair. And was that person nervous about saying, hey, I have a great idea, pubic hair? You think about David Lettick's book, Naked Men 2, and the model with the cigarette whose mother photographed him with his jeans falling off, and his pubic hair showing, and how that's weird. And you can't even begin to process how someone would let his own mother photograph him nearly naked, and why a mother would want to. Everyone pretends pubic hair in pictures is artistic, but we all know it's really about sex, which you quickly remind yourself is okay too, because you're liberal, which you sometimes think means you don't believe in anything because you want people to like you. Then you think how you hate the phrase shock of pubic hair in novels, and spend the next several minutes trying to think of a better phrase. Shrub of, patch of, spread of, taste of, wad of. Then you think how Joyce Carol Oates describes fat men's chests as melting chicken fat in her story, and get paranoid because you used to be fat and can never get your chest as tight as you want, no matter how much you bench press. You make a mental note to send poems to Ontario Review. Joyce Carol Oates is one of the editors and might like your work. They published Judith Vollmer's poem about a reporter covering a murder scene, and you love her and her poems. Maybe you should send her an email, see how she's doing. Then you think about pubic hair again, how embarrassing it can be at Dr. Angles when he examines you and stares at it. Do you have too much? How much can you trim and still look natural? Both of you trying to pretend as professional when he asks you to move into the light, holds your penis like a pencil, squeezes your balls. This guy's fine. This guy's fine. And you don't know how to be when he shakes your hand before you leave. Then you feel perverted because you're still thinking about pubic hair. Maybe everyone has pubic hair issues and nobody talks about it. You know for a fact Laura does because she told you after she read a Sharon Olds poem out loud, and the two of you giggled. You think of Tara with thick eyeliner who said, well-groomed underarms are really sexy. And you adopted that phrase when you say you think underarms are sexy. Well-groomed underarms, you say. And friends agree, especially Tom, who also loves underarms and sex clubs. You pass a hot guy, not as hot as the bag check guy at the Strand whose shirt comes up when he puts your backpack on the top shelf. And you want to sleep with him and stare, hoping he raises his arm so you can see his hair. You wonder if you have a disorder, and then get mad as a taxi screams through your walk signal and think, I understand why people open fire on playgrounds. Then you feel bad because it's not about children, even though they get on your nerves, and nobody in Brooklyn disciplines their children. You pretend you didn't think that, and think, I understand why people open fire in public places. like that's better. Then you get scared that maybe one day you'll snap and kill people. But probably not. Then you're really scared that everyone feels like this, and we don't realize how great the potential for disaster is. Like yesterday, walking between a car and bus on 5th, you trusted the bus driver to keep his foot on the brake, and didn't worry he might pin you against the car, and you'd end up like Christopher Reeve. Immediately you try to decide if Christopher Reeve is a valid example of your fear, or if you're just making fun of him. And then you feel guilty, the way you feel guilty for laughing when Jeff says his messy apartment looks like Afghanistan. But you have to admit it, the metaphor of Superman becoming a quadriplegic is pretty amazing. But you probably shouldn't. No, you shouldn't write that.